What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. So, welcome to the episode 4 about how to pass 56k challenge and get funded, guys. So, in the previous episode 3, I lost the challenge, guys. And I mentioned something that I'll be doing trade review about the challenge. So, I will still continue the episode. That means the episode has not ended, not in episode 3. After this episode, I'll still make another episode. So, the purpose of this is that for you guys, for you out there that you are trading profit, so you will use my own as an understand, like as an example. So my mistakes, so I want you guys to use it, so for in case you want to make that mistakes, so from there you won't make the mistake, guys. So that's the purpose of this video. So and that's the reason for this review that I'll be doing. And then the review, I'll be reviewing based on the trade. Like this 29, this is when I started the challenge. So on this 29, I will review all the trade on 29. As you can see, a trade that I take on 29 is just a trade, single trade, and the trade is GBP USD. And this is the volume that I use, this slot size. And then this is the when I open the trade, and this is when I exit the trade. This is the commission, swap, and the total profit, which means I lost the trade. Not like this trade doesn't hit my stop loss. I just out of the trade. I cut the trade. I cut in losses. The reason behind the cut is that I remember that very well. I remember clearly it's about a fundamental analysis. So they want to review like news. They want to release news on job opening, yes, and that job opening to me is an indicator to show the inflation in market. So when the job open, when the news came out, so this is where the mistake comes in. I act upon that news, but normally when fundamental happen, doesn't react in the same thing in that same day, but we accumulate to some points to where all these institutional trader will say, okay, this is a way for us to trigger in. Except all this high inflation like CPI, new CPI, and even CPI doesn't do like that. So when when all these big boys, institutional traders, see some space in that fundamental, so it's not at start of that fundamental, no. The news may have been released maybe 2 days before they trigger their entry. So that's where the mistake comes. So I just act upon that news immediately that this is going to reverse, and which is not. Just go bearish. So without wasting much of our time, guys. So as you're watching this episode, grab your pen, your pencil. So you must have to jot something down. Alright, guys. So let's move to the challenge. Alright, guys, so let's see something. So from there we can know our mistake, guys. So now let's do our analysis on our time frame. So from there we will know my bias and where I've made the mistakes, where the mistake have come in. So I have my own strategy that I'm be using, and it has been work for me over a long time. I've used to pass some challenges which the problem doesn't pay out, so it doesn't pay out. So that's the planning, guys. So just keep moving, guys. So it's not the end of it, so you have to make something. Alright, sir. So alright, guys, so I'm certain that since we're in a bullish form, like price has been tanking, making some bullish move. So what am I expecting is that I'm expecting price to come back to this move, from this point back to this point, and then move to this point. I don't expect price to just move like this. Price will go like this. No, I'm expecting price to make some sharp move before going. So which leads me to check where is the area of liquidity here. So I saw an area of liquidity at this point. So you can see price reach here and then drop. So which I created some equal high liquidity. So once I saw this equal high, I see it down. I want something to break this equal high. Like if this equal high can be taken away, if this liquidity can be swept away like this, but doesn't tap into this supply zone, then we can look for something going back to this point and then move back to this point, guys. So that was my idea. So now let's jump to 4 time frame. can see here on the forward time frame, you can see. So price already reached here. So here on the 1 hour time frame, guys, I have my bias like I want to see some slightly low on this trade. So here on, as you can see now, price have already, guys, as you can see now, where price reach here on our time frame, so it break the structure on 28th 9 around. Let me change the time to Lagos time. So yeah, that's the Nigerian time. So you reach here around midnight, around 21, that is 20, that is 10 o'clock. And I see price begin to give me some weak rejection, which means if you check our H4, it will be some huge weak that is drop. That is what that is liquidity sweep on higher time frame. So I thought myself that okay, if I want to get into this trade now, I'm expecting price to come down and break this structure. So for me, you now go in deep. From there, you can now look for a trade around this point, or around somewhere around this region, or around this region. That's my bad thought. Even though I even thought that price can reach this power time frame. So that's where at least price is very underestimated. So we can't beat price. Yeah, just based on our system. So we don't know the next move. So we put analysis and then price still will go against us. So that's just the bitter truth about forex, guys. So I put my arrow like this. Since I see some what I call inside bar here, I say this is an account of the fight between buy and sell around this point. So which lead to what? Which lead to inside bar, bearish inside bar. And then I see some fight sellers was this is a spot where buyers are selling has made them fight, which turned to be an additional candlestick. So once I spot all these candlestick on H1 time frame, so I quickly wait for price to break it on hourly time frame. I don't move from this hourly time frame only when I spot the liquidity sweep. So let's create transparency. So we get the what I get the break, but one thing happened. I didn't get in around that point. I get in around 13.4451, which means after one. Sorry, which means to two. Well, I don't think maybe this time is Nigerian time or it's American time. Let me check my trading view and my journal when I get into the trade, guys. Okay, guys, I get around 144. Yeah, it's correct, guys. So the time correct. Yeah, I've seen it. 144. That's when I get, and I get that about 302. But here is 301. Yes, this is very correct, guys. So now, then let's move. So when this happen now, we are going to be spotting a start like one. That's 1 is 11 and 13, right? So I think I saw something before getting, yes, price tapping to this demand zone and give me some bearish confirmation. I think we broke this structure. Okay, maybe here's the point where I get in. Yes, I remember. So I think after this break, I get in around this point. So now let's move to 15-minute time frame. My entry limit is what? 1.34772. 1.34072. I think here's the point. Yes. You can see Yes, let's tell it like that. I think it's me one to, yeah, I know it's 1 5. Once I know my target 1 to 3. So not doing like this. So this is where I target. So 1 to 3 guys. So as you see, first starting. But when the news out, the news came out around, let me check the time. Around maybe around 3. Yes, 3 o'clock. Yes. That's why I get out 3:02. So that's the biggest mistake I've made. If I've made this profit on this account, I would have passed the challenge. Yes. That's just that's just the bitter truth about it. If I've made a big move, a big profit about this challenge, just that number one profit. If I've made profit, I would have passed the challenge. But let's go on and see. So when it's starting, so alright guys, alright. So when let's what guys. So when this starting, so now let me press forward. So this is when the news out around 3. Let's not see. Once I saw this rejection, it will be best about me. But something is telling me in my guilt system, my mind is telling me that I should hold this trade. So that's number one. Don't fight against the guilt, and don't be too overconfident on news. I was being overconfident. I should have wait. It's very painful for real. I'll have make about 3% profit here. So let's see. Let's press forward and see. Then I'm going to get down and see. Second here around, I think this trade finally hits my stop loss in the next day. Let's wait and see. I'm going to see something now that's really paying me a lot. So you can see we are still in the trade. This is the next day on 30. Even this, as remember, this on 30 even give me another entry here. But I just want to trade it again since I've seen it. The overconfidence just take me lose a lot of trade here and give me some profit again. Remember, so I'll just put my limit order here, put it around this point, or I should just use this recent one and then target 3%, guys. Just as simple as that. What if I'm okay? I'll just have to go far. Okay, now let's see. The both trade are going to make some profit. So let's see. This happened around 3 in the midnight. I think I saw the opportunity when doing my back test. Let's see again. I saw the opportunity. You see, hey, you are tapped in around 7. I remember around 7:30 when I saw this. So I don't even consider to check it or not. I just say maybe it's time for it to go up. I'm just blinded with overconfidence, guys. I'm blinded with overconfidence. So number one is overconfidence always kill. And then because you have no certain thing, so that's why you have built your confidence around the thing. So that's when the overconfidence comes in. So when you know the certain thing and then you have built your confidence around it, so from there you will be losing. Because overconfidence is a sign of emotional. So for me now, I spot my own overconfidence in which I'm not going to be overconfident at any point now. I will try to lower it at from now, and because I've learned more in the hard way, I've learned the challenge. So let's continue with the trade. Let's see. See, price begin to move. Don't forget, we are still in the trade with this also. So I've made a lot of profit here. So you see how TP1 hits around this point. Around 1 o'clock, we have a TP, and around 1:30, we have another TP. So now let's wait and see where the price tapping. See, price even go far, tap into this demand zone and move. Tap into this demand zone and what and move. Because I know that price must reverse after some liquidity sweep. I've seen confirmation on this point. I should just break to this trade and take it just slowly and enjoy the profit, guys. But you know what caused this? the trade that has to be on the winning side turned to a losing side for me because of our overconfident guys. So overconfidence really kills. So try to note it, guys. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next episode, guys.